and welcome again in our YouTube channel iAcademy for You. We are doing a series on economics concerning to syllabus of ICSE Economics class 10. Today we are doing chapter number 1 and learning objective for today are number 1, what do you mean by labor? Number 2, explain the characteristics of labor. Number 3, what is division of labor? Now, as you can see, the numbering over there is 9, 10 and 11, which means it is in the series, it is a 9th, 10th and 11th question. So let's begin. What do you mean by labor? Now, many a times we understand labor as the people who work in our construction site or in some mines or in factories. However, in economics, labor does not mean only that. Labor is misunderstood as only physical work. However, labor consists of all the human effort of body or mind which are undertaken in the expectation of reward, that is remuneration. When anybody works for someone else for remuneration of wages or salaries, that can be considered as labor, be it a physical work or a mental work, like a person working in the farm or a person working in a bank in front of a computer. All are considered as labor. Now, let's go to the next question. Explain the characteristics of labor. Now, the labor, as we know, is one of the active sources of production or factors of production. Now, what are the various characteristics of labor? Number 1, labor is perishable. That means it cannot be stored. It cannot be the effort of a person of whatever work we can do on one day cannot be stored for tomorrow. Tomorrow we will do the work on the next day. We'll discuss these things in detail. Let's see what are the various points. Labor is active factor of production. Labor cannot be separated from laborers. Laborers sell their labor but not themselves. And labor is mobile. Now let's pick up one after the other. Labor is perishable. The work, as I was saying, the work which we can do it today cannot be stored for tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll do tomorrow's work. The time goes and the labor of one day is wasted. Or be it whatever kind of work, be it a pilot, a carpenter, whatever work we have, a doctor, a nurse, the work of one day has to be done on that day. If they do not do any work, that work and effort cannot be saved for tomorrow. It cannot be stored as we store our vegetables, fruits and other things now. So it cannot be stored. Labor is an active factor of production. As we know that the land is a passive factor and nothing can grow and nothing can happen on that piece of land unless and until a person gets into that land and toils and works, either building up a factory or cultivating that land. Then only that land can produce. So labor is a active factor of production. Labor cannot be separated from laborers. As we know, in everybody's house, we have some or the other kind of domestic help which comes in the form of cleaner or driver, whatever. Now, the work of these laborers cannot be separated from that labor. As you know, presently we are doing this video at the time of quarantine of coronavirus. Alright, all are quarantined at home and no person is moving from one place to another. So the domestic maids are not coming. And now the work of domestic made cannot be separated. The work they either they used to do, now if that work has to be done, it has to be done by us. So the work of a labor cannot be separated from the laborers. Labor cells is labor and not themselves. When we work for someone, when we do and get into a contract or to do works for someone, we give our effort, we sell our labor, we give that we in the contract we give that, okay, we are going to work for a certain period of time, certain work and all. It does not mean, as it used to be in the olden days, that people used to be slaved for working. It does not mean that a person working for someone becomes a slave. They sell their labor and not themselves. Labor is mobile across the world. You find people moving from one place to another in search of work. People in every part of the country, every part of the world, go from one place to another. Like this, in the given photograph, we can see the case of Japan, where the workers are getting out into and out of a tube train, that is the bullet train, to commute, to go to their workplace. So it's a very simple fact that the labor is a mobile factor. It moves from one place to another. What is division of labor? Now, division of labor means specialization. This was first introduced by, not actually, one of the first people to adopt this kind of a work was Alfred Marshall and Adam Smith. Now, Adam Smith, in his when he went into a needle making factory, he saw that there were 10 men working together to make needles, and their production was 20 needle a day. However, when an Adam Smith entered and he divided the work and distributed the work separately to everyone and specialized their work, that the number of production of that little small workshop went to around 20,000 pins a day, 20,000 needles a day. So division of labor means that. Now, what is division of labor? That single person, single product, all right, person either will be doing one single product or a single sub process. They will not be doing, one person must not be doing all the work relating to one production process. They will either do one part or a sub part of a production process. This is called division of labor. Like performing only one activity for which he is most suited. The photograph given there is a kind of assembly line which was first used by Henry Ford to develop cars, the T model. They in that kind of assembly line, what happens is that a person fixes one thing, the product moves to another person, he does something, third person, fourth person, and fifth person. Like here, a product has been framed, it has been assembled, then sealing, then maybe packing or painting that product, then inspecting whether the product is good or not, and that is why you will find tag on every product of okay or checked written on that product, and the final part is to be shipped, so it is packed and shipped to the respective consumer. End of the video today. I hope you understood these topics very well, and please press the like button and subscribe button if you have liked it. Thank you very much. Have a good day.